Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the second video for today.
And a word from our sponsors is us again today. Check us out. Down the links down below. I've got your link for a YouTube join button or a Patreon subscription. This is our mobile infantry that basically funds us directly in case we get trouble on YouTube for saying too many bad words and stuff. It all goes towards helping us. Thank you so much. And I've got you in the credits of our angry reviews. Next angry review is Suicide Squad. As I said in the last video, it's like 15 pages. I managed to cut it down to a manageable video, but it's just taking me a little longer to chew on because this has, you know, my favorite characters in it. So I want to do it justice. Please be patient. I'm hoping sometime this week for Suicide Squad angry review. And then we'll go into Skull and Bones. Just a great time, Joe. A great time in gaming right now. Except, actually, there's two bright spots, Power World and fucking Helldivers. But our asses are playing, for your benefit, our asses are playing games that nobody cares about, thankfully, because the numbers are low. Ain't nobody playing Suicide Squad. Ain't nobody even watching reviews of Suicide Squad. That's how people know. But I'm going to make it anyway. So anyways, thank y'all guys for supporting us. Click those links down below if you want to do it directly. Yeah. And so what is part 2, Alex, of what the hell's been going on in gaming over the past week?
Apparently, Respawn Entertainment is working on a new Star Wars game, and this is going to
I knew it! Wait a minute, they were already working on...
Yeah, so this is a first-person bounty hunter game.
First-person... Mandalorian.
But not the Mandalorian, not Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian.
I could be my own Mandalorian when customized.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Pedro Pascal. I want to be my own. We love it when you create yourself. It helps you identify with the character a little more. Give him a voice. You know, you just choose between 3 or 4 gruff voices.
That'd be a great single-player game. I'm pretty sure it would do well.
No, it's terrible.
No. Kotaku says.
Damn it!
Nobody's gonna buy it. Yeah. So don't bother developing it.
No, it's gonna be.
Damn.
Yeah. It could have been cool though, because the Mandalorians are connected to the underworld. They're bounty hunters. They can be hired for money. Recently they're trying to restart their. So I'm curious what the game is going to cover. Is it going to be the bounty hunting? Is it going to be the underworld, or is it going to be covering like the reclamation of Mandalore?
According to the sources, it's going to be set during the rule of the Empire. So between episode 3. Just after episode 3, first person, high mobility, so jetpacks, all that other stuff. Sweet. So this is good news because I like the
fighting the Empire. Maybe
I like the idea of the criminal element.
Or being a part of the Empire. Yeah,
maybe some choices to decide what missions to take.
Yeah,
and like it changes how things work.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You gotta side with them or go against them.
Gotta be evil.
You're going to be evil?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. If you don't know, when OJ's like the nicest person in real life, and when OJ plays
in
video games...
In every game, he's an asshole.
Even
RoboCop, when you're helping civilians.
He is evil in, like...
That's why I take everything out on that, and that's why I'm so nice.
Yeah, it is...
All right, I did my bad deeds. It finally
makes sense.
It's wild. Because, like, I feel bad when I do the evil decisions. Like, I'm going to do an evil playthrough, and I feel bad if I click hit him. He's just, like, murdering.
Fuck him. Leave him behind.
Yeah. They're dead.
Fuck them. Leave them behind. Send them in the
Leave them. They're dead.
Yeah. Not dead yet.
So yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna slow us down. Get the fuck out of here.
PlayStation 5. This year we've kind of talked about how 2024 is gonna be a down year. 2023 was packed. It was almost a double year as far as releases go. But it means that this year is not going to be great. PlayStation is saying that they are not releasing a new major existing franchise game until 2025. So no God of War, none of their real big ones.
Helldivers 2 came out, but that's not considered a major Sony, first party kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be a down year probably just because of that lack of money from Sony going in.
Yeah, so no big games coming from there. The new Nintendo
postponed.
is
that was in our last episode. Go watch that.
It's getting pushed. You know, people were thinking Grand Theft Auto may come out. No. But what if Squadron 42 comes out?
Oh, that'll save the industry, boy.
No.
Now is their time to shine. Hey, you heard it here, Star Citizen.
That would be perfect.
This is your time to shine. You want to come save the industry? Release your game.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's not going to happen.
It might happen. This Squadron 42, remember? That's the one that was closer to being done. Okay, next year. They want to compete with Grand Theft Auto 5. That'd be hilarious. Or like announce the release date. It's the same release date as Grand Theft Auto 5. What the fuck are you doing? And they'll probably do that on purpose. They say, see, we there was nobody bought our game because of Grand Theft Auto 5.
So we had all last year to do it. It's like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but that would be hilarious.
Yeah, it'll save the industry. It'll be fine. And
I want to play it, so
I
still have my I bought a fucking flight sim. You see it, Joe, gathering dust downstairs. It was I bought 2 of them too. I don't even know where the other one went. It's my old house or something.
It's like 10 years in development. It's 11.
That's way longer than that.
Yeah, where the fuck, Joe? When the fuck is this shit coming out?
I don't know. But still need to find your middle card. You're a founder.
No, that's...
You're a founder.
I bet you the second the game comes out, I try to log in, and it's like they don't have my information. Even they didn't hold on to the fucking
they're like,
info.
get out of here, peasant. You didn't give us anything but maybe $10.
Yeah, even one of the original Kickstarters? Gross. Get out of here.
Well, Star Citizen was supposed
You're not our platinum $10,000 backer.
They're probably up there now. Yeah, it's August 2016 was the original release date.
Yeah, there's no way they still have my information. I forgot all my information.
No.
I don't even know what is owed to me anymore, Joe. That's how long it's been. I'll be like, this is great. Meanwhile, there was like $300 worth of ships that I was supposed to get.
Oh, man, that hype back then. Yeah. Come on. I was like, this is
I think there were even physical
ever.
starships that they were going to mail out or something that they never did. I don't know. Anyways. So,
there
after
goes
that
the comment
fantasy
section.
idea, nobody gives a fuck about Star Citizen no more. But it would be pretty funny if they came and they finally came out in 2024 and injected a lot of money into the gaming space.
They got a lot of money to inject. They
do.
They've raised over $600 million. All right, let's talk about Ubisoft, who is killing it, by the way.
Yes, new game release.
Yeah, this is actually
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, so 700 workers have joined the picket line and are on strike in France. Oh. Ubisoft hasn't been doing well, right?
No.
Their games have been very poor. I mean, for years, Breakpoint was kind of this wake-up call for them.
It's been a while.
Yeah, where their games weren't doing very well. They were uninspired. They were generic. They had one guy in charge of all of the games, and they're like, holy shit, this guy ruined all of them.
You can say it was the
breaking point.
It was the breaking point.
I was thinking about that too.
And
I was like, no,
who's going to do it first?
Yeah.
Me or Joe?
So, because they haven't been going very well, they need to cut costs. And one of the things they want to do is reduce the amount of money they're spending to develop the games. And so they're not offering their employees any amount of incentives to stick around with the company, saying that it's like, hey, you've got to give us raises, inflation, what's going on? And they're like, no, we have to save money. And it's like, it is your fault. And this is what the employee said. When you're a game development studio, the right way to make money is to make video games in the best possible conditions so they can be of the right quality.
Yes.
It's not by skimping on the workers who build them or saving on the tools they use. And I think that's really important. And we're going to talk about a lot about the treatment of employees within the industry. And games, especially at Ubisoft, have been getting worse and worse. And a lot of it's from people at the top making really horrible decisions. They're never the ones that are fired. They're never the ones that are asked to, take less money. It's these other people. So I wish these people on strike the best of luck and that they get the contracts that they deserve. Unfortunately, this is only for the ones in France, and they've got offices all over the world.
It's a real big issue.
Yeah. And so those other people, I mean, you say what you want about France. Those people know how to strike, and those people know how to riot, and like they're very good at it. So you can't screw around with your French employees. All right, let's talk a little bit about Suicide Squad.
No, thanks.
Rocksteady has said that there's some server issues.
They can't handle 10 people?
Yeah.
Maybe 10.
They're in like the thousands.
It's not like Helldivers. You have to put a cap. This
Wait,
one's
what?
like they need a minimum.
I had this pulled up too
We
because
need
I
a
was just going
minimum
to tell
of
Alex.
6 people.
Rocksteady says addressing Suicide Squad server issues, it's a top priority, but it's not an easy nut to crack.
Yeah.
It's a lot of problems, very difficult problems. There's a lot of people playing, y'all.
How many people can they not handle? How many people playing?
Have you seen the number of our positive reviews on Steam?
Very positive.
We're a great
Something's
game.
going on there. I don't believe it.
They're deleting. We'll find
Apparently, they've got persistent login and server problems that just continue to play a good game. And then, like you said, they said it's not an easy fix because they can't handle 1,000 people playing their game, which is pretty wild to me. I was looking up.
Yeah.
Those aren't two different things, but yeah, you should. There's not very many people playing. That you could have more problems if there was more people playing, and you're struggling to even fix the problems that are there when there's barely anybody playing. So I just don't understand.
There are right now, this second, 3 times as many people playing Batman Arkham Knight than Suicide Squad.
You looked it up. What's the numbers?
3,371 current players playing Batman Arkham Knight.
Yay!
It's, just over 1,000 playing Suicide Squad. Batman Arkham City Game of the Year Edition has more than Suicide Squad as well, with 1,355.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Asylum Game of the Year Edition catching up at 909.
Right,
Suicide Squad came out this month.
This month. Live service game. So...
It came out this fucking month. What the fuck?
That just goes to show you.
Good.
Fucking Rocksteady is dead, man.
Nobody wanted
this. Their reputation is fucking gone.
Nobody wanted this fucking life.
It is, however,
garbage.
not an easy nut to crack, Joe, because it's not one single issue with our game. It's It's several smaller issues that are affecting some players in different ways. We only ask that you remain patient and giving us more information through customer support to help us address the issues. Wait, did he just ask you to fix it? We can only ask that you remain patient and keep giving us more information through customer support to help us address the issues.
I'm not even gonna log in, dude. I'm gonna log in. Be like, here's some help. Cancel this game now.
The studio also addressed its reasoning for rolling out a bugs and balance ahead of fixing the server problems, saying that designers can fix balance problems without needing too much help from coders. But connectivity issues, there's a whole different ballgame. Quote unquote, we don't want to delay changes that can be implemented quickly and will improve parts of the game. So while we understand that you might wonder and be frustrated around our priorities, keep in mind that we have different teams working on different issues in parallel. So, yeah, their coders are not around. They're on vacation. And basically, because the game is probably having 1,000 players, WB is not really putting a lot of priority on helping.
It's wild. I mean, the game is still very positive on Steam. I don't get it. I don't know what game that you played.
No, absolutely. Though that is a lie, and that was curated. And I don't understand why, because it's not like every game that comes out that has a controversy or that gets review bombed can go to Steam and get them all deleted. I don't know how WB Games has done it. They have a personal relationship with people at Valve, and why did they get to do it?
Because again, those comments are like, get this game when it's 90% off. Recommended. It's like, wait for a sale. Recommended.
It could be that there is a hardcore group of looter shooter fans who just love dirty, disgusting, boring grinds, and that will literally play dog shit simulator, the looter shooter live service game.
We're streaming it as well.
And then they move from game to game, and this is the latest one, and so then they prop up that score.
And again, like what Alex said about Diablo, like the loot fucking sucked. Yeah. In a looter shooter, the loot sucked. I wasn't enticed to keep playing. I was like, these guns suck. I don't want... Yeah. I've changed my gun a couple of times throughout the whole game.
We know the cycle. It's very bad right now. 1,000 players. It will go up when Joker comes out. And then WB will get all the
1,200 players.
Yeah, I hope, but it's gonna be way more than that. And then WB will get the wrong idea, and then we're back, baby, and then put all this shit into.
Do you know what can you guess what the all-time peak player count for Suicide Squad was? If we're talking about Helldivers had 450,000 people itching to play, and they had to limit it to that.
450,000. So you would think a brand new game like this, you would want to say 20,000.
It wasn't that.
What was it?
It was
5,000.
13,000 was the all-time peak.
13,000 for a brand new AAA. We were waiting for the next Rocksteady game for years and years and years. So that's really bad.
Pal World's all-time peak is 2,100,000.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a vertical slice. It is Steam only, and there are consoles, but it is relative. It's all relative.
200.
Yeah, 200.
I had 200.
200 people. Yeah, it's 13,600 people.
No, the console's much bigger.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
I don't think you're playing that.
Yeah. I don't know. I did just.
Yeah.
What's it like to be developers or engineers working on,
a game you hate?
A game that you hate and that is also doing really bad in numbers, and you're fixing something for 100 people. And WB's disappointed in you because you didn't make them millions and millions.
Like, it's not my fault. I did what you said.
I did what you said.
I told you it was not going to be good.
Right. You said you wanted a looter shooter. I think it was unfortunately the perfect storm because Rocksteady was tired of fucking Batman, and they were like, "We want to do a multiplayer game," and I think they were still willing to do superheroes or even Batman, so as long as they could do a multiplayer game. I just don't know when the live service and the player retention and the looter shooter aspects came
Gotham
in.
Knight was better,
and whether that was a
better.
that was a WB initiative or whether that was a Rocksteady initiative or maybe them both because they saw it being a trend at the time and a fad, and me too. They just technically weren't. That was not their forte. That was not their expertise, and it shows.
Again, they got the Q&A, and they don't listen to them either. It's like, hey, this is not going to work. It's like, whatever, we already did it, so shut up.
Yeah, well, I mean, and then the founders and the lead devs and everyone left. They're not there anymore, so.
Well, my heart goes out to all 57 of you still playing the end game, like some of the worst end game.
Dude, we still had to kill
we fucking
13
played it.
Brainiacs.
Yeah, you still
13?
Yeah. Godspeed to you troopers that will have to kill 13
I'm
Brainiacs.
Don't piss those people
and you
off.
have to earn the currency to fight the Brainiacs over the next year. So Godspeed to y'all.
Don't poke too much fun.
Let us know how it goes.
If you can put up with the end game of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, you can put up with anything, and you're capable of anything.
It's the same 3 missions. I just got to save it for the review. Fuck it. All right.
All right, more great news. Embracer CEO says that the layoffs, they laid off about 8% of all of the, they own a lot. They're one of the biggest gaming companies in the world. It's a giant conglomerate. And so, they laid off a lot, over 1,000 people. And so he says layoffs are something that everyone needs to get through. And then he said this thing, which was super great. I don't know if he was supposed to say this part. That everything that they do, let me read the whole thing. Our overruling principle is to always maximize shareholder value in any given situation.
No, he wasn't supposed to say that, but again, that's the goal.
It's the truth.
It is. I was like, that's the truth. That's the goal, but you're not supposed to confirm it.
It's like, but buddy, I don't think you're supposed to.
No,
you're not supposed to say that.
It's like, how about you cut the people from the top? That needs to happen. But that needs to happen. That should be part of it.
They're at the top.
These guys are trying to win the award for worst company, trying to take that crown from EA and Activision. They're like, hey, we're the new kids on the block.
But yeah, it's like those Sony writers that keep getting more projects. It's like, your projects suck. Something needs to change.
We have an update on that. We can go over that in the end if you want.
Oh.
There's some different. There was some. So, again.
We'll talk about that. But again, an example. Yeah, you still keep getting more projects, but your projects still suck. You need to do something about it because this is not working. And it's not the people that have to do what is required of them. It's up top. And you can't change it. So that sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they made some bets on to try to grow their company. Some in some ways organically, in some ways through acquisition. None of those things worked out. It's a downturn anyway in the industry. It just sucks when the person at the top. I mean, at least blowing smoke up people's asses can sometimes make them feel nice. But this going like, hey, I know I just fired you all, but our shareholders are more important than you. They're more important than the quality of the games. It's more important than the brain drain that we're going to suffer because we're firing some of these people. So it's not great stuff. And so
he just confirmed what we all knew.
Yeah, we knew.
Yes,
but it's unfortunate. All right, you had a couple ones that you wanted to add on.
Yeah, so I've got sad news for Superman fans as it just piles on here. Superman and Lois, canceled. CW show canceled. Fans have a furious reaction to the DC Universe cancelization.
You can't even have a Superman show.
No, can't have a Superman show, and the reason why they gave for not renewing it is what they were like, we wanted to renew it, and we had some ideas, but the WB executive said no, because they didn't want it to compete with and confuse people with James Gunn's upcoming Superman Legacy in 2025. So you can't have TV Superman while the DCU is going on. So that's just a corporate move, because James Gunn's creating across all three spectrums, so he says, which is, games, film, television. So if it's not his television, then he probably. I'm curious if James was like, "Yeah, cut that shit out." And honestly, it was getting a little embarrassing. I mean, there were some good moments here and there, but when he was fighting Space Karen and flying around in space, fighting an old lady who's flying around, it looked bad. It's kind of bad, and I did like, what's. Something Zaw. I forget. I don't even remember the characters' names. Superman's brother or something.
Special Man. That's what the S stands for.
Stepbrother. That was kind of interesting, but yeah, shit is over. So unfortunately, Superman and Lois, we will no longer have to deal with the teenage, the boyfriend and the girlfriend, and the love triangles, and Jonathan Ken and the other one. See how it's left a lasting impression on us. What's the other one's name? There's Jonathan.
The one I didn't like, right? No,
and
Jonathan
and
James. Billy.
No. Anyways, so that's done with. Superman and Lois is done with to make way for Superman. And by the way, I just want to remind people that WB said we don't have to make a Superman game. Just because
we don't have to make a Superman game, or we don't have to make a Superman TV show.
You just got a Superman game. We just played it. He was in the game.
No, it wasn't. It was trash.
But he was in it.
He was in it, yes, but that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Not in my book. Does not count in my book. Now I'm curious though about these writers.
Okay, so the rumors from Amazon is that they are making a spider show for Sony called Silk. And apparently the entire writer's room were fired other than the showrunner. Mm-hmm. And so we were talking about, like, how do you continue to make these things? You hire the writers from Gods of Egypt. You hire the writers from Morbius. And then, like, these people keep making movies. So this isn't them getting fired, but this is like another writing team that they were looking at going, wait a minute, this isn't the direction we want to go into.
Yeah. And then some people on Twitter put an extra news bit. Who knows if it's true or not? We want to make it more... In favor of making it more male-centric. So they're implying that they're getting rid of the woke or the feminist agenda or whatever, and then making it more male-centric. Which could be completely smoke up people's asses. You have no fucking idea what these rumors are. I do think that they probably, fired some writers and stuff. They kept the showrunner, though, which is interesting. Usually when the showrunner's there and they fire some of the producers and, like, the writing team in the writing room, then maybe you should find a new showrunner.
Well, the showrunners from the reason the showrunner is hired is they were the showrunner for The Walking Dead, and they know how to have, like, the series go for long periods of time. So I think it was Angela King.
But again, because this is going to be in the SSU, That's the Sony Spider-Man universe with hits like Madam Web, Morbius, Carnage,
Poison.
the upcoming Poison.
That's not Venom.
Pure Poison. I'm sure
My
there's
Venom
a
was-
symbiote named Poison.
No, my Venom was Upgrade. That
Upgrade,
movie,
yeah.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
That should have been.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, so it's not like it's going to connect to Peter Parker or Spider-Man.
You can't even use
You
the
can't
name.
mention that.
And even
It costs
Spider
money.
People.
Yeah, you can't.
Spider
say, You
people.
can't
Spider
say Peter
person's
Parker.
chasing
You can't
us.
say May. You can't even-
Newsflash to Sony, you are the ones that own the rights to Spider-Man.
They have to pay
You
themselves.
can say Spider-Man. I don't know what deal they made with the
this
MCU.
girl. She's amazing. Aunt May.
Doesn't make
Or
any
May.
sense. No, they can't
No,
even
they
say
can't
May.
They can't even
May.
say May.
So
They couldn't even say Peter. Like they had a
Who
whole.
gets the
They can't even
name?
say the name Peter.
maybe for fans of Superman and Lois, they can keep that show going as long as they make it legally distinct.
Special Man.
And Special Man,
Yeah.
and
Lewis.
Lewis. The S, you know what this S stands for? Special. That doesn't stand for hope
special.
or super. It stands for Special Man. I think that's what the show was anyway.
It reminds
When
me
he's
of
fighting
the
Space
Living
Karen.
Color superhero.
Oh no.
I-
No.
Some of you might know.
No, we can't. No, we have an issue with getting demonetized.
I
Right?
know.
We can't bring
Fudge.
fudge. Shoot, we just need to start cursing like we're on TNT.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Mother father.
This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. It's like, well, this is the weirdest Big Lebowski like cut I've ever seen.
Wait, what?
Yeah, these monkey fighting snakes on this.
Yeah, but this did over like have a few seconds.
Oh, when you're
to
talking
Space
about-
Karen, yeah. When I talk about Space Karen, you're fighting old ladies
Yeah.
in space.
I mean, it's a CW product.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know,
it's one of the best
I don't
CW
expect-
CW products.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to tolerate some of the episodes. We're not shitting on it, and in fact, I kind of wanted to see where they were going and give them one final season, but James Gunn and the new DCU said, nah, kibosh on that shit. We're moving on to
This is
Superman
confusing.
Legacy. Can't have multiple Supermans.
Yeah.
But
Gotta
that's
be
not the
David
one from TV
Cornsweet
on the
only.
big screen.
David
Yeah.
Cornsweat only. Why does that Superman look different from this Superman?
It's a big-
I don't understand.
Maybe they know that
I will
Superman
not give
fans
them
are
my
simple.
money. I don't know. That's
I
what
can see- I can
executives think.
see.
That's what executives
I can see
think.
why it would cause confusion.
American, sure. All right. That's all I got. Yeah. So thank you guys
That's
so
all.
much. We got a lot of shit to work on.
Yeah.
And
Stuff. We have a
Suicide
lot of
Squad,
stuff
so
to
thank
work
you.
on.
Can't curse anymore.
We got a lot of
Curses.
holy
Shnikes.
shnikes.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys so much, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Consider contributing to us on Patreon or a YouTube join button or over there on Twitch, however you like to join us, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, everybody.